if it was cash, I'd be $850.
Okay.
I don't think there's any anomalies on it.
No,
If they're straight 25th.
You get into Resolute.
Right, Pursuit of Cobra, Rise of Cobra will be better. The comic packs, like the Tomax and Zaymot, might be a little bit better. But I know there's like the Star Wars comic packs. There's some rare comic packs.
My name is Chris, and I brought in some old stuff from my collection from 30 years ago. As a kid, you know, mom and dad and grandparents, they buy G.I. Joe stuff, and then I actually was a store manager for KB Toys back in the day. And so I started collecting the G.I. Joe 25th anniversary stuff with the intent of opening it, building a display. It never happened. You move 8, 9, 10 times, it stays in its package. And yeah, just stuff that it's time to let it go. And I know Ryan, these guys are big Joe fans and stuff. I know Joe Fest has come up. I wanted to see if I could give them something good to take down to Atlanta.
So is it mostly 25th Joe stuff?
There's some vintage and this one here, I believe.
Oh, vintage, good.
Which, I'll be completely honest with you, we did a garage sale like in 1990 when I was 9 years old. There's some Thundercats in there too.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So there's some vintage Joe and vintage Thundercats. We moved from our house in Minnesota to Colorado back in 1991, so we had a garage sale in 1990. I literally was pulling off 50-cent price tags that my mom had put on them today before I came over, because that's the last time I looked at them.
All right, yeah, so we'll start going through. So this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, cool. Thank you, man.
Yeah,
I'll start going through it.
Questions? Holler at me.
Cool.
So whatever they find in there is going to kind of be a surprise to me too.
So, what are the odds? So, what's missing here? Hey, Travis. That was the other guy.
Another trade from that.
What are the odds of that? And you never get this. Now, we still don't have the tracks, which are rare. That's not Jero. Might be Thundercats. Without the tank.
Yeah, and it's long sold then for me.
It was a giant G.I. Joe trade that we did earlier today. And they
guys must have called each other.
Right.
You got the tank, I got the lid.
And the interesting thing is, he said this was packed from a 90s garage sale.
Oh, wow.
$2. The Imp, which you can never sell, it's $3.
Nobody beats G.I. Joe.
It's the Cobra Imp.
Cobra Imp's a tower of rocket power.
Rockets separate to lay down anti-vehicle mines.
That's why the Imp's so important to Cobra. Nobody beats G.I. Joe. The G.I. Joe Swamp Master.
There's Storm Shadow and Shockwave.
Swamp Master's ready for some Cobra chasing. Ripping through the swamp with cannon blazing. But nobody beats G.I. Joe, a real American hero.
Swamp Masher, Cobra Imp, and figures sold separately.
Joe.
So antennas are broke. The one we bought today was complete. That was $1.
Guns good.
What does CT mean now?
Canadian.
These?
Cardio scan. CT scan.
So this whole bottom is shot. That's the color originally. And that's
why the Imp's so important to Cobra.
Hey, Thundercats. Ho.
okay. Thundercats is good. All right, so this is monkeying. Wow, 50 cents.
Wow.
That's great.
So, is that what you're going to base the pricing on?
Yeah. So, does he have his head? So that's Mumra.
Yep, here you go.
And this is Mamut. These are great. So he has his nunchucks.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. This is really a Thundercats crate. It's Thundercats.
This is great.
Great.
Ooh.
Oh, Tigra.
This is great. She doesn't have her staff. Then somebody gets this? This is Imperial. Wow, so that's great.
Half human, half animal. Thundercats, Mummer and Lion-O, each sold separately.
I'm Mumra, want the sword of Thundera.
With this secret power ring, battery not included, you can make Lion-O's eyes light up. With Battlematic action, you control their swords.
Sword is mine, Lion-O. That's what you think, Mumra.
Thundercats, Mummer and Lion-O with light-up eyes, each sold separately. New from LJN.
One guy.
Well, maybe there's hope in the box.
Alright, so set that down.
Yep.
Get this out of the way. Jerry and David.
Jelly Month Club.
Jelly of the Month Club. Alright, some Joes.
Really good.
Oh, here. I'll let Andy have the honors. 75 cents. Globulous.
I'll buy it for $7.
Chuskles.
Just good. $1 for a Tiger Force Wakanda.
Nothing broke?
Nothing broke.
No, this is funny, look. So this is Xandar, right?
Yeah.
Do you know whose gun this is?
I'm gonna go with some form of Star Wars.
Yeah, it's Bosk. That's great. Alright, so you got a straight arm rock and roll, nothing broke.
Serpenter with the cape, $1.25, and the sword.
Mindbender, Flint, wrong gun.
Wrong gun. Hose.
Ooh, he's tough, right?
Yeah, he's crushed.
It's not broke.
That's good.
Alright, so you figure that out.
Alright.
I'm going to start on the modern. In the beginning, they all had the chrome, which was nice. Now this is the regular. Dun, 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 dun.
What's the Cobra one, dude?
It's the beginning of G.I. Joe the movie.
Oh,
This, if it works, it's really good. This is the intro to G.I. Joe the movie. Ah, doesn't. This is the intro to G.I. Joe the movie. Crashing through the sky, Cobra.
is that Joe?
No,
This looks familiar.
it could be Leonard.
Maybe. All right.
It's getting close to being able to do a really nice Thundercats display. We still don't have the tracks though, because we just sold the other.
You think we should just go repro?
Hashtag no repo. Yeah, it's not a big line, and it's not any of the
Yeah, I guess I just.
really rare, but it's the fact that they have their parts. That's the variant, right?
Yes.
That's great.
So this is a variant. Instead of an anchor, he's got a shark.
Oh,
So I have to check that one.
that's his.
But yeah, there was variants on some of these. But the main ones that come to mind are the Stalker, if the camo was different, and then the Shark on Shipwreck. These aren't gonna stack as well. So
I mean, Thundercats are great. Like they were saying, you never seen weapons. Joe's good body's still missing a lot of weapons, but something to work with.
We'll look at whatever you bring in.
okay. All right. So then the vintage
I'm saying the figures, the
and the
Joe
vehicles.
figures.
Okay. All right. Start on this.
Yeah, that one. Well,
That we know.
Yep.
This I know.
Sorting.
The Halos.
The Joe,
I'm not gonna know, so we're gonna have to look them up. And the McFarlane Dragons. We're gonna have to look up.
None of these Joyride here.
No, the Joyrides are. Those are pricey.
That's why I was.
Yeah, do the Dragons. I gotta figure these.
oh yeah. I mean, I don't want to make it inconvenient. Yeah, I'm just saying like. Sure. Yeah, I'll definitely let him know. I'll shoot him this way.
Yeah, this older Halo stuff's pretty cool.
Introducing the evil mutant warriors, Ratero, Vulture Man, Groom the Destroyer, battle against Lion-O and the new Thundercat allies, Hatchiman, Snowman, Tusker Warrior. The battle is on for the Sword of Omen. Figures and vehicles each sold separately from LJN.
Yeah, that one's good. I haven't added anything you've done. You've done these two?
Yeah. So.
Okay, so then, yeah, just, I guess give me your total after, or I'll remember where you're at. Yeah, that was 30.
Okay. Well, that was just an oddity, right?
Well, there's bound to be good ones.
Yeah.
But usually,
Maybe.
so far, most of these are, like if you get like the big brutes or,
Yeah.
like this is 20.
That 30 in what you got.
Yeah, but I already added your stuff. The last one.
That was the fig arts.
Okay.
Right?
And the one you just did.
Yeah. That
This
was the.
Okay. This is take break. So the only one that's really rare here, he's hard. He's harder. Like these are common to us. Common. The accessories are difficult on all anyway, but this is a tougher one. I mean, this is a tough part. And to get Panthros, you know, with the chain and all, it's a good Mumra. I mean, I maybe have 10 or 20 of this guy, but. And then this is the most common part for me. But then it's getting that. I mean, he's. And then there's two versions of him, you know, the orange or the red. Mostly all complete, and they're pretty clean. They don't have a lot of paint wear.
These two, these four.
Well, he's like 40.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'd put 50 on Mumra. So who's left? Monkey and
Green.
Groon. Yeah, like that Cracker. He's good. He's like 200. We don't have him though.
Oh, no. We just had that one.
We've only had him a few times. Or Safari Joe.
Yeah, never had Safari Joe.
No, we had him.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Must have sold quicker than I got to see him.
Yeah, he sold quick. So who might?
Monkey and then Green. Green's probably like 23rd.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be a lot. No, he's up.
Practically worthless though.
No, he's up though. It's like 40. Tell me that number.
600.
All right. All right. So now we have to determine.
Well, I got one trade done.
There's another trade.
Those guys, I already got them.
All right.
Well, the one guy hadn't decided yet.
Okay. All right. I need to do some math in my head.
I didn't look at the other stuff. What did you value the other stuff?
Well, I mean, we looked it all up.
Yeah, but I don't know the number.
But you know, it's modern and some vintage. But the vintage we need.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good's that vintage?
Well, we just don't get complete Thundercats that often.
No, not that. The Joes. Just the Joes. So I didn't look at those. I know
There might have been 20 Joe guys with a boss weapon. I mean,
were they run of the mill then?
no, they were clean.
They were clean, but like still missing.
They weren't complete.
Not the Thundercats. Do it the way we regularly do it. Thundercats.
The problem is, do you still have your calculator total?
I got it.
All right, so then tell me that.
That's what I do on the Thundercats.
Okay, so
And then the others.
so then I have to minus that.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me think. And then I would do. Okay. Okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Never mind.
That was the Thundercats.
That was the value. I didn't do any. Yeah, I was just for a minute. I was like, did I do the equation? No, that was the value.
Do you want cash trade?
I'm sure he wants cash.
Yeah, we don't know. So
Handed you.
then it's that.
Federation funds.
Huh? Are you comfortable with that?
It's
Really,
it's kind of how it works out.
the newer stuff,
Well, it's not going to fly out of here
right?
because I have tons of 20.
Right. So, and it's the most work. So then maybe.
Well, it's carded. It just goes on the shelf. It's not
wasn't there
hard.
loose stuff in loose? No.
The loose is just a small box.
Oh, okay. So I didn't get to see any of it. I just knew that it had that.
So
in
you were
there.
busy doing Power Rangers.
Right. That was.
Nothing Marvel today.
That was. Yeah, nothing marvelous. Yeah. It's been a Joe day.
We get Joe's all the time. All right, so where
Time
did
for
he?
Andy.
It could be cash, could be part trade. You know, the wife prefers cash, so we'll see what happens from there. But you know, just something fair for both parties.
Where did he go? And it was a cash or trade? I don't remember now. My brain's a little fried.
I mean, maybe a little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
Would they be entirely two different numbers? Like,
No, not really.
Okay, so if it was cash, I'd be $850.
Okay. That actually would probably work for me. To be
Okay,
honest.
all right.
What are there any cool pieces in there that kind of struck you?
Well, so being honest, on 25th Joe's,
Yeah.
I have a lot.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
And it doesn't, at least for me, it doesn't fly out of here.
Yeah.
So I only give X amount of peg space.
Yeah.
But I have bins full of it.
Yeah.
You know, like hundreds.
Yeah.
The best thing for me is I don't have much Halo inventory, and people ask for Halo. And for whatever reason, South Carolina, I don't know what it is, I don't get Thundercats. And I never get accessories. So, like, this is really good for me. And the funny thing is, I bought a collection earlier today. So you don't have the tracks,
Yeah. No.
but the tracks are always gone.
Yeah.
But I bought a G.I. Joe collection earlier. And the funny thing is, this was in it.
And I'm missing that piece.
And that's,
I got a broken piece. Yep, there you go.
you don't have it. And it's right there.
It's funny how things work sometimes.
It
Right?
happens all the time. It's the craziest thing. And that's why we...
A funny thing about the Thundercats, when I was a kid in Minnesota, Burger King had a contest where you could enter and you would win the castle, the tank,
Really?
and a bunch of. I won that as a kid.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So I mean, I was 5 maybe. So a lot of this is actually from winning that contest.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
But now what does CT mean?
Oh, that's my initials.
Oh, all right.
My first and middle initials.
Because I was wondering, what is that? Is like, yeah, and that was $2.
Way back in the early 90s.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
moving and doing a
even
garage sale.
10 years ago, you would have got He-Mans for 50. Like, it's only more recent that they got to be a little bit.
It's ridiculous how much the market fluctuates back and forth on a lot of this.
Yeah. But no, this is, for me, something I need desperately. And it's not necessarily the figures, it's just the fact that
There's accessories and they're not
you have
broken.
their parts. Right. So that's, this would allow me to do a Thundercats display.
Awesome.